Hello and welcome. This is Pushpita from the New Indian Express and you are watching Business Unboxed, where we take the hottest topic from the world of finance, economy and business and break it down for you. Millions of salaried employees in India contribute every month to their provident fund, the money that is supposed to secure their future after retirement. But recent rule changes by the EPFO have sparked anger and confusion. But why are people upset? What has really changed? Let's unpack the new rules, simplify and clearly. Whether you are currently contributing to the fund or will be in future, this video will help you understand what has changed and why there has been a backlash, what it means for your money. First, let's talk about the changes. According to the Ministry of Labour and Employment and EPFO, the reforms were introduced in October 2025. These reforms are primarily for premature withdrawals. That means when you are withdrawing the funds much before your retirement age. The previous framework had 13 separate types of partial withdrawals, each with different rules. These have now been merged into three broad categories: essential needs like illness, education, marriage, housing needs, and special circumstances. For many of these, the minimum tenure of service period for eligibility to withdraw this has been reduced to 12 months, which previously used to vary from 1 to 7 years depending on the type of withdrawal. Members can now withdraw both employee and employer contributions along with the interest for eligible purposes, which was earlier restricted to only the employee portion and the interest. They have also introduced a rule that for premature withdrawal, at least 25% of your EPF balance must remain in the account. That is, you can withdraw only up till 75% of the corpus. For full premature withdrawal, that is final settlement, in case of unemployment, the waiting period has been extended to 12 months from the date of job loss, which was previously just 2 months. And also for the pension scheme under the EPF portfolio, that is Employees Pension Scheme or EPS, the timeline to withdraw the accumulation has gone up from 2 months to 36 months, that is around 3 years in case of unemployment or death. In short, more flexibility in some partial withdrawals have been done, but longer lock-in period or waiting period have been introduced for full withdrawals, plus a requirement to keep a minimum balance. But not everyone seems happy with these changes. In fact, there has been significant anger and criticisms. Workers and opposition leaders argue that increasing the waiting period for full withdrawal to 12 months and 36 months for pension can seriously hurt those who lost their job or have sudden financial needs. For many, the previous 2-month rule helped during the layoffs. Also, the requirement to retain 25% of the balance for premature withdrawal means that even in difficult times, you may not access the full sum you have contributed and the interest you have earned on it. Some feel this locks up their own savings. So essentially, while the intent is long-term security, many worry about the short-term access, particularly when someone loses their job or faces other emergencies in terms of job. After such criticisms from the oppositions and confusion among the employed class, the government came up with more clarifications. The major point of criticism was about the longer waiting period of 12 months for full premature withdrawal and allowing only 75% of the total corpus for withdrawal. According to the government and several personal finance experts, there have been instances where previously too many early withdrawals were eroding the retirement saving for the employees. Data shows that many members had very low balances at the time of retirement because of repeated withdrawals. Thus, mandating a minimum balance and extending waiting periods, they aim to ensure there is a meaningful corpus at the time of retirement, rather than the fund acting just as a short-term deposit. Also, even in the case of unemployment, people rush to withdraw money, keeping minimal or no money for the retirement. There have been instances where an individual withdraw the sum within a couple of months of unemployment or job loss, and in the next month or in a couple of months he or she got a job. The longer waiting period before withdrawal is also a way to ensure that the people do not touch the emergency corpus, which is supposedly for retirement, during the time of temporary crisis. The bigger question comes, does the retirement fund serve only for the purpose of retirement, or it could also act as a buffer during job transitions or period of unemployment? To sum up, the EPFO's new rule are significant shift. They do offer benefits like simplified withdrawal process, simplified categories, inclusions of employer's contribution even in case of partial withdrawals. But it also imposes some stringent terms and conditions and stricter regulations with minimum 25% of corpus and longer waiting period for full withdrawal. Whether you view these as a positive or negative may depend on your job stability, the financial bandwidth you have, the liquidity you need, and how do you plan for your retirement. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, and comment below with how do you feel about having to wait for 12 months or 36 months for the full withdrawal. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Thanks for watching.